Hello everybody, this is Adrian from AutoBuzz.my and you join me on a very warm Tuesday morning for the 2019 Proton Amazing Trip, where Proton X70 owners are driving their very own car from KL all the way to China to Geely's headquarters.
Proton! Way! Proton! Way!
Alright, our very first stop of the day. Time check, now it's about 11 AM in the morning. So this is our ride for the trip. We're only joining not even halfway, a quarter of the way, all the way to Hadyai, joining the convoy. So this is our ride, the X70 Executive 4-wheel drive variant. So as you can see, it runs on smaller alloys, which is comfortable for long journeys. That's our passengers, our media friends and Proton officials. The all-wheel drive, it's a pretty sweet ride. And we have the boot stuffed with all of our bags. You know, even though people are saying the boot of the X70 is really small, but it's actually pretty usable. Like we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags in here, and it's not too bad. We still have the tonneau cover where we can hide our stuff away. Not too bad. No power boot though. And here the entourage has arrived. Yep, as you can see. Hey guys! Right, a bit of backstory. These guys are actually from the Borneo Automobile Leisure Touring Team, where they will organize drives, long journeys, long distance drives to various parts of the world. Interestingly, most of the owners who are on this trip have the all-wheel drive variant. I guess they are comfortable with having a 4-wheel drive car that can take them anywhere. 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. I think there are only 2 premium 2-wheel drive variants, and the rest of them are all all-wheel drive. See? Cool stuff. Alright, so the Proton Amazing Trip would take about 13,000 kilometers over a span of 33 days, and they'll be crossing about 4 countries and 13 cities. The drive is a round-trip drive. We're going from KL all the way to China, and they'll be visiting Geely's factory HQ in Hangzhou, China. Today, our trip would take us from KL to Hadyai, where the media, us, will be putting a night there and then driving back to KL after that. Then the rest of the team will continue through Laos into China. 33 days, and they are not really like a bunch of youngsters. They are quite some of them are quite senior citizens, and I really applaud their energy and semangat to go on this kind of trip. Really amazing trip. Alright, we've arrived at our first proper stop of the day, which is Proton showroom here in Juru, Penang. Time check now, it's about 2 PM. So we left Proton COE in Shalam about 9:30, 10 AM. Not too bad progress. Check out how much fuel we've consumed. 10.6 liters per 100 km. So the instrument cluster display shows that we've used about 1 full tank of fuel. I feel it's not too bad because this car is a 4-wheel drive and the car weighs about 1.7 tons. The 4-wheel drive adds a little bit more weight. So 10.6 liters per 100 km is actually not too bad. We're just waiting for the rest of the convoy to arrive, and then we're gonna go and grab lunch. Then I think it's time to head into Bangkok. No, sorry, Hadyai. Yeah, Hadyai. Time check, it's now 4:40 PM in the afternoon. So what took so long is we had lunch, then had some issues with the documents to bring the car across the border into Thailand. So we spent some time in the JPJ getting the documents sorted out. But first, the X70 needs fuel, so we're filling up with the all-new Petronas Premix 95 with Pro Drive. And I'll catch you guys across the border. .30 PM and we're now at duty-free shop just before the border to sort out our insurance and all that kind of stuff. You can see it's been a long day and I'm munching on gardenia. So here's a little tip for you guys who plan to bring a car that's not registered under your name from Malaysia to Thailand. So it could be a company car or a car that's registered under your parents' name, your spouse's name, your sibling's name. So whatever it is, you require the vehicle owner to issue an authorization letter to say, I approve this person to drive my car into Thailand for what purposes, for how long, and those kind of details. But if you do not have an authorization letter, don't fret. You can always head over to JPJ with your original vehicle registration card. JPJ will issue an approval letter, an authorization letter for you to bring the car over. Of course, you have to answer a few questions regarding your purpose of the visit, how long you're going to be in Thailand, and you have to pay a small fee. I believe it was 20 ringgit from what the other participants have said. That's an alternative for you. Okay, so right now we're getting our Thai insurance sorted out, and hopefully we'll be on our way because it's almost 7 p.m. We are still in Malaysia. An optimistic estimate of what time we'll arrive at our hotel in Hadyai, I think it will take about 8:30 or 9 p.m. Really optimistic estimate. But yeah, we'll see. Alright, we finally crossed the border. It's 7:30 p.m. in the evening. I think Thailand is 1 hour earlier, so we've gained an hour. It's about an hour plus journey to our hotel, and actually the custom border was quite quick. We got in and out across the Thailand border is in about 15 minutes. Not, no issues. And yeah, all is well. Final time check of the day. It's now about 10 p.m. at night here in Hadyai, Thailand, which is about 11 p.m. back home. And we've arrived safely. Okay, the rest of the entourage have not arrived. They're still having dinner and all that. I just had mine. Food's great here in Hadyai. So the four-wheel drive executive variant performed extremely well. It's the first time I had this variant on a long distance drive, and I can say the car is really comfortable with its smaller wheels, 18-inch wheels, and despite not having Napa leather seats, standard leather is perfectly fine. What's also amazing is the amount of features and performance the car offers. Throughout the journey, we have air conditioning blasting at the back because of its rear air vents, and the ionizer to keep the cabin purified. Despite going through some quite dusty areas, and the cabin is still very fresh, very clean, and the 1.8 litre turbocharged 4-cylinder petrol engine provides amazing performance despite having 4 adults and a boot full of stuff. The car was, it performed decently well on the highways. It's not the fastest out there, but it can hold its ground fairly well. I have no doubts that the rest of the convoy who are going through this 13,000 km journey all the way to Hangzhou, China, where Geely headquarters is, which take them about 33 days round trip. I have no doubts that they will enjoy their cars very well. Maybe when they go through some more difficult terrains, like a little bit up north of Thailand and going into Laos, the four-wheel drive would really help when surface is a little bit loose. Traction would be great, but other than that, I couldn't ask for a better car to go on this kind of long journeys, because the X70, comfortable, loaded with features. It'd be great if this executive variant has the adaptive cruise control, but hey, you can't have everything. But this car just continues to surprise me left, right, center. This car, 115,000 ringgit at this exact specification. 115,000 ringgit. I don't think you can buy a Honda HR-V, a full spec Honda HR-V for that kind of price. And wow, it's handsome, performance is there, features is there, and it's really comfortable. I can go on and on about the car's comfort, but check out my full review of the X70 as well as all the other videos about this car on our YouTube channel. As always, thanks for watching. My name is Adrian, and I'll see you guys in the next video.